Oh, hey.
Hi, Mark.
Didn't see either.
Well, we should review his song, even though nobody's in the chat room. Just review it while he's not here. Poor Amp. How is he going to edit this?
He's going to have to take a lot of little pieces.
No, it should be easier to edit. Yeah.
It's pre-edited for him. Every time we finish somebody's song, the internet's going to crash, and we'll have to start a new stream.
Let's not put that in the atmosphere. But let's see. In the chat room, let me write refresh. Why can't I go over there? All right. So, even the restream chat defaulted.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now the chat's going slow on my end.
I really think that it's restreamed.
Could be restream, could be the internet is being throttled. Well, no, because the stream upload is nice. So
someone put in the Konami code and killed the stream. Yep.
Yeah, at this point, I don't know. I think it's restream. Sad days.
Sad days.
Well,
we went through the whole task of moving all of our Wi-Fis from the social to the Beecham and all this, and I think it's restream.
Sad days. All right, well, even though we can't fully see chat, we can see Twitch. Because at the end of the day, Twitch is just like a better beast, but yeah.
There's probably more people than YouTube right now.
Yeah, there probably is. Yeah, I don't know, but okay, not really. There's nobody in. Well, I don't know. This could not be.
That's
updated.
not updated. This one says there's a bunch of. Yeah, it says there's 8 people in here. Rimiu, hi.
Hey, what's up? Okay, so I mean, what can we say about an Overdue Revolution song? I mean,
I think the one thing that I was gonna say about his song, pre getting cut off from Restream, you got like really what is it, right side heavy hi-hats, and that's fine, cool if you want to do something like a little bit like lopsided a little bit, but maybe don't go like 100% with it, because then it's very like I had my headphone off my ear by just like a half an inch, and it was like a little bit, it just felt weird. So instead of making it like 100% right side, maybe make it like 75%. So that way it's mostly here, but then it just kind of bleeds a little bit over here. So anybody who's like wearing headphones like I was, maybe they'll just have like one ear over. They'll hear something and they'll be like, "Oh, I think it's coming from this side," and then they'll just put the other ear on. So it kind of helps people figure out what's going on in the song, other than just like completely like, "Oh, this is gone." What's your thoughts?
He says, "What about the melodies and the bass?" My main thought is just like it needs to be mastered. It also seems like it's thin, like thin to not thin, like sound wise. Just like when we're talking, it's great background music.
Yeah.
Our voices,
talking about tech and coming to Netflix.
Like it just sounds like, and that's not a bad thing. It just sounds like it's missing something in the middle. Our vocals fit fine, so it's missing something in that mid range.
There you go.
Like, and that can be an okay thing, because depending on what you're using it for or what you're about to do with it. But right now, it just seems like there's a hole in the middle.
Yeah.
Melodies and the bass, I think that was fine. It's very gamey.
I think that's could be mastering too. You mentioned mastering. It could be pushed, but mastering it will make sure that it's not just one entire brick wall. It will keep the dynamics while making it louder.
Yeah, I'm proud of you on having dynamics though. Like everything seemed to be like, it sounded like it was mixed pretty well within the song. Mm-hmm. Except maybe not the snare, but everything else seemed like it was mixed pretty well. So I didn't have nothing stood out. Amazon's pretty data heavy. Oh, that loaded quick as hell.
Yeah.
I think it's restream.
Check the down detector.
I did.
What did it say?
Everything's fine.
He said it might be Twitch only. Nah.
Yeah, Space Jet's on Twitch. Welcome.
Well, let me wait. It says we're streaming. Let me refresh.
Yep, we're back.
What? Okay. All right, whatever. Yeah, Twitch says it's still sending data. Okay, I don't know, man. All right, we're just gonna. Nah, it's back. I'm going back to YouTube. All right.
It's going back to the comfort.
Yeah, it is. It's tripping heavy today. I don't know. Kim, you got your. Is it charging? Could it be a charging? I don't know. All right, let's move along though.
We'll try and pack as much in before the next.
Yeah, let's move along. Or we do have a consultation coming up with you, so we can talk more there. Up next, we got Space Jet with this track called "Bird Lawyer."
Called what?
Bird Lawyer.
Harvey Birdman.
I don't.
Attorney at law.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Your Honor, that is something we cannot a-doodle-do.
It totally is. Oh, no, it's Futurama.
Should we watch this video? Who is that on the back? Yeah. Let's throw this video. Whose picture is that on the back of my? Oh,
It's Futurama Bird Lawyer.
oh yeah. Let's put this video on and start it over so we can all watch. Huh?
We're gonna risk the fates.
Yeah,
tonight.
I really think it's Restream. I don't think it's the.
We're gonna.
I think it was the internet,
We're
and then it
living.
switched over to being Restream, and now
we're
we're gonna do it live.
We're doing it.
Yeah,
we should do this more often. Have pictures on the back of our monitors.
Thanks everybody for coming back. By the way, not many people would do that,
We
but
appreciate
you guys did it.
Look at you out here representing.
You guys stuck through it, stuck with us
the
through thick and thin.
the great restreaming.
Yeah.
How you been, Brody Zen?
Meanwhile, while we're doing this, guys, you can join us on Discord. So if you do !Discord, you can join us over there. People are chatting.
Had like 23 stream up, but yeah, we know.
Y'all got a re-like on YouTube, by the way. Okay. Please do that. Thank you, Space Jet.
Everybody, welcome back.
Yep.
Welcome back, everybody's. As soon as we get back up to peak numbers, meow.
Yeah, it's gonna be like you guys. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, Discord is in there. Amazon Prime thingy. Kim's setting up so we can watch this video.
Bird Lawyer. I'm very excited about this, by the way. Bird
Yeah.
Lawyer.
So far the beat sounded like it was really good too.
Mhm.
Space Jet, did you make this beat? Let's chat it up while we are in the chat room and stuff like that. Might as well.
How's everybody's Wednesday? Space Jet, did you make this beat?
I'm really thirsty.
Are you?
Yeah.
I feel like when we got in here, it was one of those days that they just didn't run the air.
No, I think it's been messing up for like a month.
That maybe the
Yeah.
AC is connected to the internet.
Hogan Moore made the beat. Yeah. If you were Cat, I made. What? I don't. Can y'all just answer my question? It's been a while for me. When did y'all setup change? I mean, we be all over the world at this point. The setup. This is the first time we've done the setup like this. So, yeah. I mean, it changes fairly frequently. We're all over the place. All right, Kim, count me down. Let's check this song out about Space Jet.
Your Honor, that is something we cannot a-doodle-do.
Hey, bird lawyer. Hey, walking a quote with a bird lawyer. Yeah, what? Hey, sipping on water, ain't drinking no soda. I'm trying to get rich, up the hygiene, have a miracle odor. Yeah, what? Walking at me with a claw. Yeah, hey, nigga, I ain't checking no claw. It's time to work. Yeah, you know I'ma stay on my grind. The money come first, and the chicken my ball with the fire. See it to the ices, ain't no need for nurses. Walking with the dagger, I don't know. They say if it's worth it, it's hate some. They don't wanna get it. Nigga, I ain't finished. Yeah, I wanna green like spinach. Yeah, nigga, like I'm Popeye or some shit. Speaking of like Popeye, got the bird like yo, speed down some shit. Everything I gain, nigga, play these bitches just like some ping pong. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about your lifestyle. I'm walking with the kings on some shit. If you running up, you on my time. Now I guarantee I made a nigga flinch. Hey, bird lawyer. Hey, walking a court with a bird lawyer. Yeah, what? Hey, sipping on water, ain't drinking no soda. I'm trying to get rich, up the hygiene, have a miracle odor. Yeah, what? Walking that bit with a club. Yeah, hey, nigga, I ain't checking no clock. It's time to work, yeah, you know I'ma stay on my grind. The money come first, and the chicken my ball with the fries. Yeah, walking that bit with a club. Yeah, hey, nigga, I ain't checking no clock. It's time to work, yeah, you know I'ma stay on my grind. The money come first, and the chicken my ball with the fries. See you to the ices.
Wow.
Yeah. I really like that synth.
You know, I know he doesn't use Audacity anymore. He did that in FL, so I don't really. I mean, with how his vocals sound, I think that is a sound that now like it's now his sound.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really have anything to say about it.
I really like the music video.
I don't have no notes. I think the music video is cool.
I think they're getting ready to release another season of Futurama.
Yes, aren't they bringing that back or something like
They
that?
are. They somebody. I think they either leaked or they put out the names for the next season. The episode names. I don't know why that was so fucking hard for me to remember. Anyway,
Yeah, I really have nothing to say about
no,
it.
I don't either. That was fun.
Bugs Mane makes all his beats in Audacity. Sad. Very. Sorry. Very sorry about that, man.
I was thinking that Nan is here. What's up, Nan? Sam, I am 7 a.m.
No, but y'all got my frame on the stream. This black T-shirt and my hair is out. Nobody's even noticed, but okay. It's fine. It's fine. It just took 4 hours. It's fine.
Wait to bring in Futurama. But yeah, they're bringing it back. What's his name? The guy who plays Bender. There was like a big. He didn't make a stink. They just like offered him. They're like, hey, do it for this much, and he's like, it's been like 5 years since we've done a Futurama. Give us a raise. And so he basically wasn't gonna come on to this show until they gave everybody a raise.
Nice.
And then they caved and gave everybody a raise to do a new season.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah.
You should get a weave.
No. Art on planet Mars. Welcome, welcome.
Definitely not getting a weave. I have way too much hair. Way too much hair. Like, this is straight shrinkage right now. My hair is really, really long. I don't need no. No. Oh, no.
Well, I think no notes is good notes. Good job. Good job.
I mean, what does the chat room have to say,
Yeah,
guys? Don't just look towards
In
us.
general,
We're
people have been
terrible.
saying that it's they like the track. So I think it's a good reaction from the chat room in general.
Oh, so box braids would be better. I don't. My hair. So the way my hair curls, if I did box braids, which I've done before, it curls like the whole braid curls up at the end. Like, my hair is not. It's not to be tamed. The thing that tames it is how I do it currently. So.
Space Shit saying, did you catch that thing at the end with the vocals coming in? I all of the stuff that you did, all the decisions, and I like how you punched, like, you let it die kind of a little bit at the end, and then you kind of gently brought in layers like that, and then the effects too to kind of catch the ear. In general, everything that you did in that, I really liked, as even the synth sounds that you chose. So. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, my hair is I'm a chia pet, essentially. So, yeah. That's the best way to explain my hair.
I think I just popped the vessel in my arm from hitting it with a microphone so hard.
Definitely is it's a thing. Ask anybody who's done my hair how crazy it is. How of a thing it is. Yeah. All right.
Oh, dude, thank you for sticking with me and asking good questions through that whole stream. I really, truly appreciate the fact that you were asking you were just saying, I don't understand what's going on, and that was exactly what I needed to hear, and that could let me go further in depth. So thank you for hanging out and asking good questions.
Yeah, that was a good stream. Anybody want to know what stream Space Jit is referring to? It is on our YouTube.
I think I'm gonna download it and make it into an actual kind of lesson thing.
I told it can be cut up.
Yeah,
into like 10, 15-minute areas.
That's a good
where it's
idea.
Like this is that, and then just republished again. We can put that on the website or something like that, where it can be a whole training. Well, not a training module on the website, but it can be a whole info dump on the website. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. If y'all want to know what stream that was, it was a deep dive into mixing and what vocal chains are, how to do it, blah blah blah. It was all in Pro Tools though, so if you are using a different program, you may have to be like, how do I do this in this program? And I think that's what Space Jit did. And literally the next stream, he sent something in, and it sounded 10 times
night
better.
And day.
Night and day. Yeah, even though everything. I mean, I guess because everything we've been telling him to do, literally you went over in that stream and was like, this is how you do it. And I guess it's better than us being like, you should do this and then look it up on your own.
Yeah.
But then you could also consult with us.
And I feel like,
we
do this.
You can consult with us where it's actually a private consultation and this stuff could be done.
I feel like where people get caught up is like the terminology. Maybe not the DAW terminology, but like, what is a bus? A bus is universal in all DAWs, but if you don't know what a bus is, you don't know to look up what a bus is.
Yeah.
So that helped.
Well, yeah, that stream exists. So
there you go.
I know Nan 7 a.m. talking about he wants to he will repost it. It isn't. I don't remember. It's on our YouTube. If you go into the video site,
Yeah.
You go to the video site, and then maybe it's like 3 shows ago.
I want to say yeah.
Yeah, so about 3 shows ago, there it is. Even though today there's going to be like 19 uploads. And I'm going to go in and delete those, but yeah. We get the one freebie. I mean, y'all get a freebie every week.
Every week.
We don't just be up here for our own health. I'm over here dying, tired. My hair is droopy. Let me stop. All right, up next, we got
this droopy hair.
We got JVS The World, since nobody gave him a name today. This track is called Nope. Let's check it out. Be honest, people. Actually, no, this track is called DNA. In the comment section, he said nope.
Oh.
So, all right, guys, check it out. Oh, he changed his name to JV, parentheses, at JV The World. Oh, JVS The World. Maybe something's happening here. I don't know.
These aliens, they tryna get the best of me. These aliens, they wanna scan my DNA. These aliens, they tryna learn the most of me. Probably cause they know what's in my DNA. These aliens, they tryna learn the most of me. Probably cause they know what's in my DNA. These aliens, they wanna learn the most of me. Probably cause they know it's in my DNA. They know I got knowledge, yeah. Never needed college, yeah. I still went to college, yeah. I still am a scholar, yeah. Now we rockin' Prada, yeah. Dolce and Gabbana, yeah. Hotter than a sauna, yeah. Power of katana, yeah. These aliens, they tryna get the best of me. These aliens, they wanna scan my DNA. These aliens, they tryna learn the most of me. Probably cause they know what's in my DNA. These aliens, they tryna learn the most of me. Probably cause they know what's in my DNA. These aliens, they wanna learn the most of me. Probably cause they know what's in my DNA. They know I got knowledge, yeah. Never needed college, yeah. I still went to college, yeah. I still am a scholar, yeah. Now we rockin' Prada, yeah. Dolce and Gabbana, yeah. Hotter than a sauna, yeah. Power of Katana, yeah.
What's everybody have to say? Literally watches the movie
Chat's going
show,
crazy
just makes
right
a
now.
song about them. First movie rapper ever.
All right, Namd. I saw what you say.
Yeah.
Nand. Okay, I got you, bro.
I feel like this was his best vocal chain, minus the autotune, but in terms of like getting it in place. Well, you're gonna say the opposite.
No, it's just minus the autotune, which is what we've said
every time,
every single stream.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah. But I feel like in terms of like placement and loudness, like I feel like it was a good solid loudness across the board and a good solid like vocal sitting in the mix.
It was hurtfully mixed well for what it was.
Yeah.
And it hurts me. It hurts me to even say that. Tears holes within my physical existence, metaphysical existence, or conscientious existence. It destroys all of that. But yeah, for what it was,
Sounded really good.
I cannot put that word in the sentence.
It was a word that like good but not good.
It was bearable. The mix was bearable, surprisingly. How about that?
Fair. He's just slowly moving up. John Q is going to need a thesaurus to get it from bearable to whatever's above that.
Space Jet says he FWs it, y'all, which means he fucks with it. He says, not gonna lie, switching up the vocab a little would do something. That verse got lit. Okay. Jordan Villa says, I don't know if y'all saw my comment before, but I submitted the wrong. Yeah, we saw that. Bugs Man says bearable. Yeah.
Okay.
The Lord and Savior Hogan Moore says he's for real a movie rapper though. It peaks genius.
It's a peak genius move.
Okay. All right. And Nam says, how is JVS submitting every damn week? Is it because his life is easy? I think so. That is.
This is what it looks like when your life is so easy.
His life's easy. But honestly, I didn't listen to any lyric at all in that song.
Yeah.
Like I instantly tuned him out the moment voice was on it. And I don't know, and I was trying, y'all saw a blank stare in my face. My brain just went to doing damn, what do I have to do tomorrow? Yeah, I got this. I got to do that. And I wasn't even trying to do that. It's just instantly flip over to
bread,
something else.
eggs, milk.
It's damn, I'm thirsty right now. I would love some Skittles, but maybe they got them across the street. Or Payday would be really good right now.
Payday. My studio mix is better than my home mix. So, what do you mean by that? Is this a studio mix? Did you go somewhere to do this?
I think he goes to the studio and mixes in the studio.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to recording at home and mixing at home.
Yeah. Pavlov's dog reaction to hearing JVS.
So what about JVS? Don't y'all, besides the actual flow, don't y'all Space Jet? We've said this a lot, and you've been here a lot for when we said this. It's me. I don't like his songs. It's just I don't like them. I don't like the lyrics. I don't like the feel. I don't like the vibe. I don't like the beat. I don't like it. Pretty much everything. Now, that doesn't mean I don't see a place for it or I don't see where it can thrive, which I've said a million times before. But yeah, I personally don't like any bit or piece of any of it. But I can understand why somebody would.
I see the value in it.
Yeah, I would never play any of his songs. Like there's famous people I never play any of their songs because I just don't like them. Like when I'm DJing and stuff or when I'm out, I will never play it because I'm like, I don't like this at all. I don't care if the crowd likes it. It's like, to me, it's trash. I'm not going to do that. I won't even download it. Like Jack Harlow's First Class. Never downloaded that song. I will not play that song. I'll play a flip of it, but I don't even think I have a flip of it. There's another popular song that I don't have that everybody is like, oh, and I'm like, I know. But yeah, that's how I feel.
I don't like it with Green Eggs and Ham. I don't like JVS more than Nan 7 a.m.
Nan says, JVS remind me of my close friend that makes music all the time but doesn't want me to give him free voice lessons, so he sings and raps out of key. Okay.
I feel like
First Class is trash, by the way. And that's no disrespect. Like, I feel it's such a lazy song. But yeah,
I feel like how about this? Let's look at this in a different light. We get JVS every single week. I think the progress is there. We're just seeing it happen in these little mini increments. So we're like,
Like, what would be interesting is so there's been people in the stream who have taken our advice and taken our reviews and tried to do things. And people who've been coming here for a while, they've seen them grow. JVS has never taken anything we've said and done it. Or has he?
I mean, I think this mix is his best mix.
He did one time when he did a feature.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
One time he did a feature and he showed 4 bars worth of promise and then instantly was like, I'm going back to being lazy. And then he never even did that again. So
keep mixing like this. Now that I've said that, next week it's going to be like,
it's a stupid. I'm curious. So, Space Jet, you asking us what we'd change if it was JVS? Because we've gone over that a bunch of times. Has he never did it, or has it never grown astronomically? No, he's just never done it.
Like, I don't think that it's grown astronomically.
When I've told, I was like, hey, do features. He did a feature, and he showed promise for 4 bars, and then after that, I was like, yo, you've shown promise for 4 bars. Go, like, actually try like you did for those 4 bars. And as you can see, you doing features with somebody is making you better.
I think Nick's right. I think it was March Madness that those songs happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I feel you. JVS has so much damn potential with the consistency that he has. He can really be up there if he wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what you're hearing is that frustration exactly. Like, the potential's there. We see it. We need him to grow into it.
Yeah, and I mean, I make the reference to Lil Yachty all the time and all of that stuff. And Space Jet, you have been here for many of my Jafar versus the world rants.
Mini a rant.
Many of them. It's literally one every stream.
We should move on.
Yes. We spend 40 minutes on him every single stream. I think people come to this stream just to see what we'll say.
Like when's
I think people pay him to not change. I bet he has more subscribers than we do, like paying him monthly just to send stuff to the stream, just so I can rant.
We cracked the code.
Yeah. How do you submit music? Did somebody hit him? Oh, okay. You can do exclamation point submit, or well, he's on Facebook. I don't think any of the exclamation points work, but www.consultqna.com. It's in the description on Facebook. It should be. And shouts out to Flacco Gotti.
Space, you are trying, and it's appreciated.
Oh, is he trying to get me to rant?
No.
Oh,
he's trying to get answers.
Oh man, we answer all these questions.
I know.
Yeah,
bro, watching on Facebook.
Hey, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. We're
Trovo,
live. Yeah, we're
which
live
is
on
like
Trovo.
Russia.
Yeah, we're live on so many things right now. Like whatever tickles your fancy, you can watch us on, man. You gotta have all this beauty up there. You dig? All right. Viewda's up next. He said, was Viewda the one who said he sent the wrong song?
No, that was
Oh, Lose. That was Lose.
Lose, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
who is The Weeknd. All right, Viuda.
We should have an OnlyFans.
Viuda sent over this track called Brown Noise and White Sugar. He says, haven't done a music video in a while. Hopefully you enjoy it. Has a very deep message to it as well. Much love. All right, Kim, let's pull this video up.
And crash the system.
All right. All right. We gotta wait for Kim. And Kim will let us know when we're ready. Can you go live on OnlyFans?
I believe you
Has
can.
OnlyFans turned into a cam website now?
I think that I think it always has been.
Like live cam
I think so.
stuff? Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right. Word.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Somebody back me up on this. I know you guys have answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll start the apology.
Apology.
OnlyFans. J Bone is on Facebook. He says, I like the setup. We're getting Facebook people today. It's happening. Even though J Bone watches on everything else, but shouts out to him.
Yeah.
He's on Facebook today. All right, Kim, give me a countdown and then we'll get into this.
3, 2, 1.
Hashtag life.
Hashtag life.
Hashtag life. Smoking sherm. Smoking sherm. What drugs did we see in there? We saw meth, sherm, crack.
Crack, yeah.
Angel
heroin.
PCP.
Yeah, guy on the street doing heroin.
Yeah, heroin. Heroin bone.
And then life.
And then
doing some life in the beginning there. Some trees with some birds.
I think we saw the cartel. I think we saw the War on Drugs,
Mhm.
the 70s version of the War on Drugs and stuff. Yeah. All right. See, one of our feedbacks we gave Yuta was give his stuff visuals to
Okay.
kind of give it context of the stuff, and I feel it's
Okay.
like boom,
Yeah.
there it is.
All right.
I sat there speechless watching the whole thing. Also, like it just went. It went with what was going on.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
don't have anything to say about what the song was like mixed or what
No.
was being.
I have a suggestion, but it's not anything. It's kind of reminded me like another trick in your bag that you can add to what you got going on, because you do a lot of the sidechaining stuff that I enjoy. The whole sound and like the sound of the release coming back after that hard, like, and then it would kind of breathe back to life. If you want to try another level of stuff, try doing sidechaining. But try doing side chaining with take what you're gonna send. All right, so you got a track that has a compressor on it that you're gonna feed stuff into for your side chain. If the track up here is your trigger track, it's playing. Make a duplicate of that. Put an EQ on it and make that the track that feeds your side chain. And on that EQ, roll off some of the lows, so that way you get a very mid-rangey sound. What that's going to do is it's not going to trigger the low end of the track that's getting compressed. So you'll have a ton of like boom underneath when it compresses hard, and it'll like feel really like it'll make a lot more low end intensity in those parts. And that's really my only what you did works. You could try something like that.
And Mr. Altismo, the answer to your question is I'm not particularly sure, because when I read it, the terms of service, I think it was like we're not supposed to be on here using drugs and stuff.
Sherm and crack.
Yeah,
and heroin.
I don't think we're supposed to be doing that, but in the context of what we are doing, where it's like, this is not promoting or anything like that
This
or
is
whatever.
Cultural.
Yeah, I think if anything happened, it could be something that we could discuss with them. I'll call my people at Twitch. Use some of my connections and
We
see what
received
happens.
some kind of email today that needs to be discussed.
Yeah, and then, I mean, if anything happens, it's like, all right, well, I guess we can't show music videos about history.
That's true too. That's true.
Yeah, like
this isn't drug use. This is history.
yeah, but I think it is. I think we're not supposed to be on here, like, because I think I've seen people on stream smoking.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
it definitely happens.
I've seen people on stream smoking.
There's
rolling
way worse
up
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just never, like, I don't think you're supposed to promote it, and I don't think you're supposed to do heavy drugs, because if drinking is a drug, there's people who drink alcohol.
You're not supposed
on
to
stream.
be on stream and just be stupid.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be drunk on
Yeah.
stream, but you can drink. So that's where it's like it might be in the gray area with what we just did, but I don't know.
I'd fight it because that was a cool video and cool song.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Glad you listened.
So shouts out to him.
Yeah. Give some life to it.
Did Mustafa hasn't been talking, but he's in the chat. So Mustafa sent over a track called Libation.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
I didn't have it open for some reason.
So while you're loading that, I'll say that I don't know why I just had a flashback of playing Witcher 3, but I finally finished it.
Great.
It took me 178 hours.
You 100% it?
I 100%ed it.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. The whole shebang. And so now I just have like 3 more things before I have all of the achievements. Commitment.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun as hell, though. Some of that shit where you make a choice and it affects you later, I fucking hate. Realizing like a quarter of the way into the game that I should have made better choices.
Oh, I was, going through Dragon Age.
Doing the same thing.
Yep. Because it's the whole religion thing, and it's like, well, Dragon Age Inquisition, it's like, you're the herald of Andraste, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm like, man, fuck religion. So I'm kind of
kill everybody.
I'm kind of making my character like that, where it's like, I'm not no Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I don't know if that, because I don't know, that could be having mega repercussions on the way the people follow the person in the game. But yeah, we're talking about a game, Dragon Age Inquisition. We're not talking about real life.
Have you ever done the thing where you like maybe like Fallout or maybe Dragon Age? You're like, I'm gonna make a bad character.
No, I've never done that.
See, I always go, I'm gonna make a bad character that makes all the wrong decisions, and then about like 3 hours in, I'm like, if I say yes to this, I get the good gun. So I'm gonna get the good gun.
Yeah.
I'll just be the good guy.
I never do that playthrough just because it's like, I don't know. It's just, I do a realistic playthrough where it's like, you know,
make decisions that make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to do that. Like, and then there's the right way to play, which is like sometimes you have to be the bad guy and stuff. Like you gotta watch the guides
Right.
to get the meta ending or whatever.
Bugs Main. So are you talking about the first Witcher or the Witcher 3? Because I'm thinking about doing like a speed run of Witcher 3 on the highest difficulty now that I've done it, or like New Game Plus, I guess.
If we know, explain to people how Frank finessed the music industry. I don't know. Are we talking about Frank Ocean?
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra?
Frank. You know, Frank. Witcher 3. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a speed run of it and just blast through, and because I do want to get the achievement.
Pipe Liliana, at least in Origins. Liliana was in Origins? I don't remember that. I mean, I played Origin 12 years ago. I don't remember Origins. I know Morgana was in Origins, but Liliana's in Inquisition.
I don't think I played it because I definitely played the first one and the second one, and I think that was it.
Oh, I haven't heard. I haven't heard about the Frank Ocean thing or ASAP Rocky talking about it. I don't know. Can y'all explain it in the chat room? There's a few people that explain it, but they all have different answers. Okay, so what are y'all talking about or referencing? Because I don't know if I've heard of this.
I'm curious.
But meanwhile, while y'all do that, let's check this song out by Mustafa called Libation. Libertarians.
Libertarians.
You know what you are. 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 Libation, 100 proof, contradicting to my truth. Tito's, Molly, Shisha, probably be more careful with my youth. The line is thin, now I'm in. Dosing.
Mustafa, you should look up an artist called Taz Arnold, and after this song, we'll get more into Taz Arnold, but I think you should.
This kick.
See no RX, it's time for sex. Dark web, no pictures. Browse all, no filters. Went too far now, can't find my car now. Libations, 100 proof, contradicting to my truth. Tito's, Molly, Shisha, I should probably be more careful with my youth. You know what you are. 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 Is it me or the ghost? Been feeling like a bull on the loose. Yeah, they tried to hang me up. Goddamn, broke the rope off the noose. West Coast, hood baby. R.I.P. Nip. You can take the boy out the hood. Deep inside, he'll always be. Whoa.
Space Jet. People can Vogue to this. Vogue has a particular like whip sound, like a derm sound, in traditional Vogue music. But people can Vogue to this. This is more this is tech house. Well, it's not tech because there's vocals, so this would be just house.
House.
It'll be more bass house. What hard step? Because you hard step to this, so it would be more bass house or bass. because it's not progressive, it's not tech, it's not standard house. I think this would be bass.
It's just house.
Yeah, not dance hall.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Said she wants a hot guy, a beat and a bump. Fast forward, she's naked, sucking on my O. Then she pulled them bangs out and drained it. Libation, 100 proof, contradicting to my truth. Tito's, Molly, probably we should be more careful with our youth. You know what you are. You know what you are.
It's not drill.
You know what you are. You know what you are.
Space Jam canceled himself.
You know what you are. West Coast hood baby. You know what you are. West Coast hood baby. You know what you are.
I have no idea what type of house this is. I don't know if it's bass or what people, because it's not.
The kick was perfect.
It's not black people house, which is weird because they kind of try to differentiate it by saying black house, because it is a style. It's the original house, and they call it can be called black house.
Okay, all right. I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is more of the newer, like not even newer. Like this is just more of like the.
That's Bluegrass Gang.
This is more of what you would hear.
Really jazz.
You would hear this at a tech house club, but it wouldn't have vocals on it. It would be more of the beat.
What was it? What do they call it? Metalcore? Yeah, it was metalcore.
Yeah. But okay, about Mustafa's track, I think you should check out somebody called Taz Arnold. Taz Arnold, like vocal, like style wise, I think like it's weird. Like Taz Arnold always did like some weird stuff. Like here.
Ooh.
Not this song.
Look.
Let me
I have
find-
no notes on your song, by the way, because it was amazing. It was a good song.
So this is Taz Arnold and Anderson .Paak.
If you want Congress to work,
This is called the "If You Want Congress" song. Yeah. And then he's surprised. How long is this commercial? 15 seconds. This is getting out of hand.
Yeah, this guy, he just says, "This guy fought for whatever. Vote for him." It's like, where's your proof?
Keep fucking with me.
But this is Taz Arnold.
I hear what you were hearing.
I'll go have to holler. Baby, make me holler. I'll go have to holler. Baby, make me holler. Baby, make me holler. Baby, make me holler. I'ma have to go holler. Baby, make me off of my ass so I could go get me some money.
Thanks for hanging out, Nick.
Go get me
So I think Mustafa, you can kind of fit in that Taz Arnold world, where it doesn't have to be traditional, but you have a voice, and like the weird beat or the different kind of beat your voice can complement that. Or I don't want to say your voice is weird or anything, like, but you can be out of the box. I think it's easier for you to be out of the box. And I mean, this track is straight, like it's good and stuff. I think you did a good job on it, especially with the mix and stuff like that. There's some areas where I think maybe your vocals are too in your face, but I would have to go in and nitpick and figure it out. And then what Nam said about Frank Ocean had a deal with his company, but he wanted to get out of it, so he built a staircase and videotaped it. He videoed it filling his contract requirement while taking the label's money and making the Channel Orange album. Then he took the album and dropped it on another label and didn't lose a single dollar, and his millionaire streak started from that. I don't really understand that.
I feel like you would still owe the label money regardless.
Yeah, I mean, has he released his contract, like what his contract said? Like, I don't really, that doesn't really tell me much, because how does videotape in a staircase fill your contract?
I think it's the contract was maybe content related. He made a BS project basically. Yeah. Just to fulfill the contract.
There's nothing wrong
label.
with that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in a bad deal and they're like, because there was some artists just posted something about they're in a 10 album deal. Why the hell
whole
would
life.
you? Yeah. Why the hell would you do that to yourself? It was a music film. He made a BS project.
Oh.
I would have to look that up.
I don't know that it necessarily. I remember the story. You guys see the whole thing, but I don't know that it's necessarily finessing. I think it's literally, I guess, in the sense that he understood completely the deal that he was in, and then was like, "Oh, well, if I just do this, I'm out of it." If you want to call that finessing, I think that's just really understanding, like a deep understanding of what you got yourself into.
Somebody who finessed a deal is that guy who made the song with Kanye West, "You Such a Hoe, I Love It." What's his name? Who made like 2 hits and then has disappeared off the face of the
Just
planet.
floated away.
It was a white kid. I don't remember his name, but he signed his deal underage. So then he took him to court saying he couldn't sign a deal being underage.
Ha!
And he got out of the deal. Yeah, Lil Pump. Yeah, so
I feel like that's what the fuck was that movie with Jim Carrey, the liar?
Yeah,
where he has to get her. It's like all this pre-nap bullshit.
Yeah,
that's how you get out of it.
10 albums is crazy. I mean, even if you lived in the studio, 10 albums is crazy. How many artists have released 10 albums? Metallica?
Maybe.
Michael. I don't even know if Michael Jackson's at 10.
Michael Jackson did. Who's made 10 albums?
Oh, Lil Pump is Hispanic? Oh. Okay.
Damn, who's made 10 albums?
What's a deal y'all would sign? That is not anything. Like, that is... You can't just answer that. You can't. I mean...
100% everything for us, and they just give us $1 million.
Yeah, like, $1 million... No, just give me the world. Give me corporations and give me everything so I can just run it all into the ground and watch it all burn. Nah.
E40. Yeah, okay, all right.
It's not... Yeah, it's not... I don't... There's too many factors that go into deals to be like, what's the type of deal you would sign? Because what situation am I in? Like, in a current situation,
one where you can get your way out of it. That's a deal.
Yeah.
One where you got an out, and one that's not like, I will own you. And it's like, if I make my money back, I make my money back. Cool.
Yeah. What's the deal? Is it a distro and a marketing deal? What is in that deal? I mean, we could be like, yeah, I would sign a distribution deal that has marketing involved where, you know, maybe for distributing they get 15% of royalties, but I keep 100% of my publishing, and plus an advance, or even if it doesn't have an advance, it has quarterly meetings about marketing and blah, 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 blah. There's so many factors.
But that's like high, like if the label's even after the label signs you, there's still like, unless you are very promising, the label's not going to really give a shit. You're just signed to a label. You still have to do everything that you used to do until you reach a certain point where they're like, all right, we'll give you marketing, we'll give you this access to this stuff, and that's the deal that's the dream deal.
Yeah, so like, I want maybe some exposure. You don't. So, like, that can be distribution. It could be distribution and marketing. It could just be marketing. You know, like, it could be so many things. But then what are you going to give up to them for whatever they're offering? What are their numbers for you to give up something? Like, does it make sense? Yeah, ROI, return on your investment.
Yeah.
Does it make sense for you? Does it make sense for them? It's just everything is so situational. If you're a nobody, like, I'm not getting offered deals because why?
Because why?
Yeah, like, I have nothing. Like, I'm not.
I had a friend. He was on. Well, he's acquaintance now. He was on Capitol for his first record deal, and Capitol bought his stuff and shelved it. So he got fucked by Capitol. Still owed them money. Then he got signed to a label actually in town. That it was a label started by one of the boy bands, and his deal was like heavenly. It was like all distro, all of everything taken care of. He didn't have to tour. He didn't have to sell merch. He didn't have to make the money back. He wanted him on the label so bad that the label wanted him so bad that they were willing to.
It's a leverage thing.
Yeah.
You understand what you have to leverage. Like in Yeat's situation, wasn't Yeat before signing anything? Wasn't he already doing millions? So you can pretty much be like, all right, if y'all want to sign me, if y'all want to get this percent, I'm doing this on my own. That means y'all have to pay me millions for this percent because I'm worth such and such millions or whatever. I don't know Yeat's situation. I don't know his contract. I don't know much about his rise or whatever. I think he went viral. And what a lot of labels do now is anybody who goes viral, they offer them something and try to sign them so that they can capitalize on their virality. And then
Poof.
And then if they don't keep striking viral, the label kind of just like washes their hands with them and moves on to the next.
Yeah. This is the TikTok world.
And I don't fear signing deals. Don't just completely be like, I would never sign. Don't do that because there are deals that make sense. There was that one time where I was ranting with JVS where I was like, look, if you're going to continue to make songs that sound like this, when you get that deal, make sure it's worth the money and make sure you don't spend that money. You reinvest it into something else because you're going to be a one-hit wonder. So, you never know whatever situation you're in. If you got one hit and it was your first time making a song and it goes viral and the label's like, hey, we'll offer you $100,000 advance with only 10% of that $100,000 is recoupable, which means when you get that $100,000 advance, you could just pay that 10% off right then and there. So now you're out of debt.
You got money.
Yeah, that could be a great deal.
That probably is what the Frank Ocean thing was.
Yeah, and then you can be, then they'll be like, we want to have the master, but after 5 years you get the master back, but you keep 100% of your publishing, blah 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 blah. I mean, up to you. People always be like, well, let me keep the master, but I mean, if you get the master back after 5 years, whatever. Like, that's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal, but you never know, man.
Yeah. Let's review music.
Yeah.
He said he sold his soul quite literally. So wondering if
Who, Frank Ocean?
I don't know, maybe, I don't know. But I was wondering if I can get the business side of that because I ain't selling my shit. I mean, I think what Q said says it. Like, it depends. And I think what you just touched upon, I think that's probably the Frank Ocean deal. Like, we'll give you chunk, and then we only want this little bit back, so long as you say that you're from us. And then he was like, okay, here's a video. Here's the thing I said I'd get you, and then paid them back. So he owed the label nothing, and then went to another label and released it. So in terms of finessing, he just knew exactly what he had to do, and then he did it.
Space Jet, I honestly haven't listened to an entire Yeat song. So I don't know what he's saying. What the difference between marketing and publishing? Well, there's a huge difference between marketing and publishing. I just know keep your masters. Not everybody is going to be able to keep their masters, and I know a lot of the vets say this. Here's a way to think about it. If you're an artist and you're like, I'm going to be in this industry for a long time, and this label's like, hey, we want to do an EP deal with you where it's 5 songs. Yes, we're going to keep the master. Then you can be like, well, after 20 years, can I get those masters back? Mm-hmm. See if you can write that deal in. The reason why the label keeps a master or wants to keep a master is because how else is it supposed to make money?
And market it and show something for it. Yeah.
They're like that. They make money off of licensing the master.
Yeah.
Now, one thing you don't want to do is give them your master and give them your publishing, and you're only getting royalties. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, so
because it's important to say that whatever they give you, they want back. And so if you can hold on to what you can hold on to and then be like, yeah, I want all that back after this amount, or I'm going to hold on to this and pay you back from that, then you have control over how they get their money from you. Otherwise, they're just going to be like, okay, cool, your stuff made us money, thanks. And they might not even, I mean, notoriously, they might not even keep track of what they're making from it. They might just be like, cool, yeah, you paid us this month, cool.
Yeah, just don't get screwed over. Like, if they're like, hey, 5 songs, we have the masters. See if you can negotiate getting those masters back in that original contract, or you can a sunset clause or something with it, whatever. See if you can negotiate that. But at the end of the day, it's 5 songs.
This is true.
If this label signs you and they're like, we're gonna put all this marketing into you and blah 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 and blah 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 blah, and they're like, give us 5 songs. It's 5 songs.
Yeah. Beyond the, let the label suck you off because you gave them 5 songs.
Yeah, Space Jit, you release a song damn near in our Discord every day. What is giving up 5 masters if you have 4,000 songs?
It's true.
It's 5 songs.
And especially if it's like not even your best songs.
Yeah.
Now you're on the map. So when you release your best songs not on this label, boom.
Yeah, or now you've learned the blueprint of how the label marketed your 5 songs that you gave to them, so now you can build your team to do that same thing. Man, it's
ROI.
It's paying your dues, return on investment, seeing whatever. Wait, a master is an individual song thing. I thought it was like no. Yeah,
that's what you make.
Yeah, master is the master copyright holder is the person who owns the master of the song. So yeah. Publishing is songwriters and composers. So
yeah,
you can publish yourself. You are a songwriter. So yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not your identity. What people do sign away their identity is when a label, there's clauses in these deals that say they determine your identity. And I actually have a copy of, I would have to find it. I could probably, because our lawyer caught it.
It was like a little.
It's a likeness thing.
Ah.
Our lawyer caught it
like
and just
original,
changed the word. Yeah.
Interesting.
And it was more something. It was with Atlantic, and it was something about, like, it's cool. Atlantic was like, all right, bet. Like,
yeah.
But it's something like they could use your name and likeness in any way they.
Perpetuity or some shit like that.
In regards to that song, in any way they want it. And that was like, so we don't own our identity.
Right.
In regards to how they use this song
right.
or promote it. And so, like, that wording was changed. But that's why you need a lawyer.
They said they got to see it. It exists. We'll look it up one day.
Yeah, I'd have to find it. It's because like we took it out of the contract, so I have to go back and find the contracts that were getting edited by the lawyer.
Revisions.
Yeah, and that whole contract had like blood red all over it.
And so, at the end of the day, what you just said, I think, is the right answer for all you guys that are asking, and you're concerned about this, which is good. But at the end of the day, if a label comes to you, lawyer up. Because a lawyer is going to catch all of the stuff that we're saying, that you're like, these guys said something about not giving away stuff like that. And then the lawyer's going to be like, got it. I know exactly what you're saying. Let me search for that kind of language in this contract. So, get you a bird lawyer. Exactly.
Marketing is, yes, it is. It's not just advertising.
Marketing is the encompassing of the brand and the brand recognition, and that comes with brand standards. That comes with how's the money spent to get the brand known, and that's advertising.
Because a label can market you by putting you on tour with an artist that they think their fan base would like it. That artist has no say in who's on. Some of the artists don't have any say with who's on tour with them. I mean, that can be
the label bought them in.
Yeah, that could be if they're 360 deal, and the label it's a label sponsored tour. So that label can be like, okay, we're going to market you by doing this type of merch, doing this, blah, 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 all these posts on social media. We're going to run ads. We're going to bring you here. We're going to get you in double XL. We're going to have all blah, 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 radio tour, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But we're also going to put you on this tour with blah, blah, blah. It's going to be 30 days. And then meanwhile, while that tour is going on, we're going to be blah, 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 blah. We need you to give us 2 albums or something like that. So, yeah, it's a lot.
Space Shit. There's 2 options. Like a label can be like, you are going on tour with these people, which is probably best bet because the label's paying for everything. But you can also buy onto tours, which is like
that's
the big
another thing.
Yeah, and so then you kind of pick like some big bands. Like we're going on tour. We have everything set up. Whoever wants to pay us to be on this tour, you can buy onto this tour. So
yeah, it all depends. There's so many factors.
Yeah,
Yeah, because there are artists who do their independent tours, and you can tell an independent tour versus a label tour. But yeah, the independent artists, they will pick who they have on tour, or they'll pick their city to city person. But in each city, some of them may have buy-on slots, or for the state. So if they're gonna spend 4 days, do 4 different cities, 4 days in Florida, there can be a band that buys on to that opening slot for the Florida's leg of the tour, and that helps pay the other artists on that tour, and
hopefully gets recognition for that opening band.
Yeah. ROI.
Yep.
I know I'm holding y'all up.
It's all good.
I mean, everybody probably left. We got Mecca from the 70.
I haven't seen him today, to be honest.
I haven't seen him either.
Put him on hold.
So yeah, I put Just Viz on hold because I haven't seen him at all too.
Okay.
Mecca from the 703. Prophet was here. Let's get to Prophet because Prophet is new.
Yeah.
So Prophet was here.
Oh, he's here. It's
okay.
That's the David, right?
Yeah. He said song was made in BandLab on iPhone 6. I've actually never heard of BandLab, but I'm assuming it's like a garage band thing. All right, let's check this out.
Hot shit.
Yeah, it's Prophet. Think back on those days where I needed a change. Damn, those moments gray, had to switch up the game. Money ain't a thing if you working for your grave. Had to change the pace cause I needed a difference. Been doing myself, said fuck the opinions. Don't even mention, I've been independent. Look at my lyrics, my shit never scripted. It's off of the dome, then into the millions of fans that I made. From being the realest, you know I'ma kill this. Stop. Fuck the hype, been past my limit, I'm engulfed in a high. Looking for addition, better step out the line. Now the soul in existence gonna make me decline. Now I feel I'm with venom, then I watch it subside. Let the drugs in my system when I run out of high. Never fell victim to the rappers who tried. They keep me from the top, now they terrified. Hush. Got 'em all scared, mine is the same but my flow so rare. Fuck all the fame, I just do it cause I care. This rap shit saved my life, it's not quite fair. Cause I'm too advanced, 2 bad bitches and they kissing French. 2 new whips but I ain't that rich. Just pop my shit, won't stop my shit, and it just goes on. Roll up a blunt, yeah, hit that bomb. Let's get baked as the beat goes on. Can't feel my face but the show goes on. Pulled up in a black jag, rooftop gone while I hit my max. Feel the nuance while I count my stacks. Young rich hitter, I'ma spit them facts. It's that next level hot shit. Always pumping toxic. Never.
Do we want I mean, he did it on iPhone 6, so there's no point in really talking about the mix.
I was gonna say, if you want, we've got the guide. So go onto the consultqna.com and look up the guide, and there's a little. It's basically made just to get you started on like interfaces, microphones. Like I think that's
because he said he has 4 kids, aka he's broke. So so yeah, you can look at that guide, and we say some pretty inexpensive things on there, and then we also say some high end things on there. So you can look at that guide and get you a recording setup, because lyrically, you know, vocally and song making wise, you're not bad.
Yeah.
This is it sounds a little dated. It sounds like something I probably would have listened to in 2004.
I was gonna say 2013.
Yeah, well, no, for me, because it reminds me of it kind of reminds me of Pastor Troy, but not really. Like, it just reminds me of that era. It's not crunk music or whatever, but it is this. It's the other sound that was coming out in that time. So, it's not like Pastor Troy, vice versa, but it just reminds me of that era. So it sounds very 2004 to 2006, 7 to me. And yeah. So I think like now, if you got in, like, try some different things. See if it's something you want to really put an investment into. You got 4 kids. I can only imagine what that's like. But I would say flirt around with it. See if Yellow Wolf, Catfish Billy. Yellow Wolf was probably 2010, 13. Yeah, I think it was coming out 2012. Yeah. Okay. But I think it's even before. Like, for me, I feel like it has the sound even before that. Like before. Wiz Khalifa kind of vibe. But yeah, so if you see it as something you want to do as a hobby, you can look at our guide and get some stuff. You could do it as a hobby, release some stress, put it out, maybe make a little bit of change on the side and just see where things go. I'll never say don't do this as a hobby or, don't do it as whatever. You never know.
But if you're going to put it out there for review, I'd say at least take that step up to go from phone to not sounding like it's a phone, I guess.
Yeah, because I think right now with $180 you can get a microphone, an interface, and I think it comes with a light subscription or something.
Something like that. Wow.
Yeah. So, and that's with the it's with the Focusrite, because the Focusrite has the Focusrite microphone and.
That's amazing.
It comes with a Focusrite microphone, the 2i2, and like a little stand and a cable or whatever. I think it's like $200. I don't know. I think Behringer has a little package deal like that as well.
I mean, something to look into.
So
there you go. Thanks for submitting. I think in terms of performance, though, I don't have any notes in terms of performance.
Yeah, me neither. Just put them as MIA. Bugs Main is here.
Oh.
Sent over a track called George Lopez.
All right.
Trying to improve all around, self-produced, mixed, and mastered. All right, let's check this song out. George Lopez, MP3.
Bugs Main.
I pulled up the scene, they got walkie, they poured it up. Niggas couldn't even afford no double cup. You get that shit, them niggas gon' beat you up. Red, green, blue, looking like PowerPoint. Say you want smoke, nigga, you said enough.
What are you using to record your vocals?
We're going around on this conversation again.
What are you using to record?
At the ratchet, getting active. Call up your guys and I bet we subtracting. Ready for war, we ready for action. Lights up a war, we ready to drag. That nigga a bitch, he dressing and dragging. Riding some foreign shit just like a lad. My pop so work, he was getting the back end. Told a little bitch, let me fuck for the front. Wanna see the look on your face when I'm cracking. My nigga better grab me that in the blunt. Smoking on who? I forgot that he packed him.
Hey, could you please speak up?
My bad, I forgot I was rapping. That's your bitch, I forgot I was tapping. Need beats, nigga tapping. Bitches enough for she got too much stamina. Come on, bro. Minimum tap. They watching my life like my shit as a cinema.
It sounds like he's very close to the mic with the gain all the way up, and he's whispering, so his mother or his girlfriend or somebody can't hear him in the other room.
Get you a chaotic eyeball.
Yeah, honestly, this is kind of weird. Like, Space Jet was a little more distorted, but this is like kind of how Space Jet started.
Yeah.
So Space Jet, see if you can help Bugs Main. Vocal chains and stuff. Tell him what you learned. How can he fix his sound? Space Jet, how can Bugs Main fix his sound?
Get to the bag, we bringing the racks in. And we just getting started. He threw a pack inside that wood, smell just like he fought it. That nigga's been back in your hood, he living like a tourist. You hiding, I know you out there.
With your whisper vibe, though, you're getting a proximity effect. So you're like, it's gonna go. So you're so close, but whispering. You don't have to be that close to whisper or get that effect. So that's why I say it sounds like you're really close to the mic and you're just whispering in it so nobody around you can hear what you're saying because they're sleeping in the other room. And instead of
trying to sleep over here.
And instead of doing it like this where you're actually at a decent level from the microphone, but you can have an effect that isn't so close to the person's skull. Yeah.
Somewhere nigga like Jocelyn Flores. Can't wait till we find him. I swear to God, I'm lying him. My niggas on time, my niggas gon' slide. Like Glock on Tony Hawk shit, my shit make him flip and then it's gon' grind him. Bad boy gay bitch, catch him a grind. Take a peek at the chrome, I hope it don't blind. If I say go, bet the niggas gon' find you. You didn't believe me, we'll look right behind you. See, I'm tired of talking. See, I'm looking with a young nigga step. If I jump out with the Glock, it's gonna sound like a Lopez. All you gonna hear is a whop. If I pull up to the spot, I know I look good. Your bitch can be pulling my cock. If gang pull up,
Honestly, you could have probably did this in a regular voice and just used distortion to get the effect you were going for.
I think one thing to be said about proximity effect is that it stacks. So the more layers you do, the more it's going to get like this. And then suddenly you lose like your articulation because it's just all low end. So that's one of the main concerns about singing so close to the microphone.
you know we gon' rock out. Jimmy Hendrix when I'm pulling this tar. When you listen to my shit, you better go turn it up. If I fuck a hoe from the back, that bitch better tune it up. Nigga, you can rock at the start.
Like this.
Up. We got two.
This is good.
Nigga said my bitch better hell. Well, nigga got a few of them.
Hey, could you please speak up?
My bad, I forgot I was rapping. That's your bitch, I forgot I was tapping. Need beats, nigga tapping. Bitches enough before she got too much.
Sound like you're going for like an Earl Sweatshirt voice.
My life like my shit as a cinema. Get to the bag, we bringing the racks in. And we just getting started. He threw a pack inside that wood, smell just like he fought it. That nigga's been back in your hood, he living like a tourist. You hiding, I know you out there somewhere, nigga like Jocelyn Flores. Can't wait till we find him, I swear to God, I'm lying him. My niggas on time, my niggas gon' slide. Like Glock on Tony Hawk shit, my shit make him flip and then it's gon' grind him. Bad boy gay bitch, catch him a grind. Take a peek at the chrome, I hope it don't blind him. If I say go, bet the niggas gon' find you. You didn't believe me, we'll look right behind you.
I do think it's good though.
Same.
Like you got the idea, and there's parts where you nail it, and it is creative.
Yeah.
Just some minor cleanup things, and I think you can achieve this whisper effect or the effect you were going for with maybe just a little bit of distortion and just creating a vocal chain.
What he said.
And pretty much the stuff Space Jit has started doing. So I mean, you could probably benefit from watching the stream that Alex did. It's on our YouTube channel. It's probably about 3 weeks ago. You'll see it. I think the display picture is a Pro Tools session, and it's about a 2-hour long stream. Granted, we are going to cut it up one day, and we'll start posting that. But I think you will really benefit from that. It kind of sucks because you won't be able to ask questions, but Space Jit asked a lot of questions that were really good.
Legitimately good.
So I think that will help.
Or write them down and come into one of these. Or, get a consultation.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Also what we do.
I don't know what your mic is or your DAW, but I started on a free plugin called Audacity, terrible, and a Blue Yeti for 100, terrible. And it's a button on the back you need to press to make sure it's recording in front of the mic. This doesn't sound like he has the microphone backwards. Brody Zen had his microphone backwards.
He will come in this fucking chat room and fight you.
Brody Zen's microphone was if y'all ever find that stream.
This is like a Han shot first. This is like we're gonna make a T-shirt out of it.
If you ever find that stream, go back and listen to Brody Zen's song. That's what a backwards microphone sounds like. I made this beat too, and also SM7B with a Focusrite solo. So you might need a cloud lifter for that 7B.
Yeah.
Because that Focusrite, you probably got to gain it all. You probably got to slam that Focusrite.
And I think I heard that too. I heard some going
gain
on.
Hiss.
So you probably Brody Zen. Brody Zen is in his car right now driving down to Florida to fight us.
His microphone was backwards.
I think Q's right. I think cloud lifter, so that way you're not cloud lifter. That's right. That's the word.
You have a dynamite lifter. Okay. Just has some new distortion. Was trying to Manny distortion. Okay.
Interesting. I keep working with it, and just be aware that like with us. So like back here on the mic, it's good, but once you get right up into it, you get that boost. Now that's good for your voice because that particular style that you're doing has like a big warm sound to it. But go from here and then EQ it to get that sound.
Yeah. He got better equipment than me, so I don't know.
I mean,
no, I mean, it also comes down to like the vocal chains and stuff like.
Yeah, Space Jet. I think you could help with the vocal chain. I think that is where you've done some work, and that he could benefit from it.
Because the effects that he was using when using them sound really good.
Yeah.
And the panning and stuff that he did with them, that was really good. It was just more the big vocal. I call it the Earl Sweatshirt vocal because it's like trying to get that like that deep. That deep, close, whispering kind of voice. I just don't think you need it to be this close to the microphone to do it, because now that gets harder. It's almost harder to EQ that.
Yeah. If you want to look into something too, look into like a multi-band compressor, so that way you compress and raise the volume on it, which is the same.
Yeah, to give it that in your face.
Yeah. And that way you're not having to cheat this way.
Yeah.
You're actually building the chain.
So you could be a good distance away from the microphone and then multi-band compress. Well, parallel compress it up.
Yeah, parallel compress too. Yeah.
By the way, when y'all play my song, can you play the second version? I don't know. Is the microphone facing the correct way? Why was that song called George Lopez, by the way? But shouts out to Bugs May.
Yeah, thanks for submitting, man. Definitely got to learn vocal mixing. Been producing beats for years. Like he said, like I said, check out that video. At least it will get you started on like the right mindset. So that way, when it's time for you to be like, what was that thing called? Oh, it's this thing, and at least you'll know terminology to look up.
All right. So Brody's made this song today with Hogan. I'm pretty sure he turned the microphone the correct way, but let's see. Let's see.
Never will live it down.
I wonder who mixed this. Who mixed this? Was it you or Hogan?
I already like it.
Who made the beat?
Hey, who the fuck is Brody?
Oh, Brody's ended.
Hey. Told a bitch I'm trying to get a whole lot of money, yeah. I just hit your bitch in that hole right in front of you.
So, guys, this is not what his microphone sound like, because his microphone in the other song was backwards. I swear. I swear. Yeah, I had to, because like this sounds like he has the microphone facing the correct way. I don't know what he did before. Like even when he sent the EQ, it was like it was missing the middle. It was like the EQ looked like the microphone was backwards. It was like you just proved the microphone was backwards. Yeah.
Just hit them off. We shopping out in London, yeah. Start with all that voucher, nigga. You ain't really stunning, yeah. A whole lot of money, yeah. A whole lot of money, yeah. A whole lot of money, yeah. Told a bitch I'm trying to get a whole lot of money, yeah. Hey, stupid bitch gon' try to spill the tea, I'm getting twisted. Big old black SUV with them rims, I'm getting lifted. Hey, pussy rapper, sucker dick, you don't know how to hit it. Hey, hit you with that supersonic, make a nigga listen. I got a whole lot of...
I still kind of think it's over EQ, like over processed on the vocals.
I feel like the last two songs suffer from the same thing. I feel like both of them suffer from like a very low boost that comes from being right up into the microphone. I hear Brody moving back and doing different layers though. I like both of them. It's the one thing that pops out in my mind.
The hoes and them foes, I got them all. Ain't got a whole lot of time, but I still got all them all. Hey, pull up in that spaceship, I take your shit to Mars. Hey, yo, girl say I'm perfect, I still got hella flaws. Hey, country ass nigga, yeah, I come straight out the south. I know you heard me for sure, I know you hear that word of mouth. And I swerve in the years, pics don't give a fuck about me, I'm rowdy. Two bad bitches, they all surround. I just hit it low, you heard it word for sure. All your bitches gonna blow. Yeah, I gotta get that dope, get that dope, get that dope, get that dope. Yeah. Told a bitch I'm trying to get a whole lot of money, yeah. I just hit your bitch in that hole right in front of you. I just hit them all. We shopping out in London, yeah. Start with all that voucher, nigga, you ain't really stunning, yeah. A whole lot of money, yeah. A whole lot of money, yeah. A whole lot of money, yeah. Told a bitch I'm trying to get a whole lot of money, yeah.
Me and my bitch looking at a whole lot of money, yeah. Shopping around, I'm trying to fit some clothes and some money, yeah. I sell a pack, yeah, then I'm flitted for the punny, yeah. These boys don't jack, yeah. I just do this shit by honey. Okay, they know this. The diamonds on the Cuban chain be frozen, stolen, yeah. I been driving range and stolen, yeah. That big give me brain going insane, yeah. Say no that, yeah. Money and drugs the only thing keep me sane, yeah. I know this shit. With a bag, then I buy that shit. Her pussy, yeah, I pop that shit. You faking, need to stop that shit. I'm in Miami and it's hot as shit. Every rapper hold a stick, man, it look like MC Hammer. They'll be sucking on my dick, cause she tryna get that cash, baby.
Told a bitch I'm tryna get a hold.
Do you think, like, there's a low pass to, like, 8K?
No, I think there's a boost in the low, and it's yin-yang effect, so it sounds like there's highs missing.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's missing clarity.
Yeah, I think it's too much. I think like it's one of two things: proximity effect, or I think it's just his mixing environment. He's just adding a ton of like mud because he feels like it's
it
lacking
needs more bass.
Yeah, but in fact it's the environment is lying to him. So he's putting in frequencies that he doesn't need to put in.
Because it seems like it has this boost in the 2.5, 3K range.
Yeah,
and then in the 400s probably boosted.
Mm-hmm.
And then it seems like there's a low pass to like 8K, and then there's no clarity.
Air, yeah.
There's no air. Maybe it's to 7K, or maybe he has a de-esser that is just like from 10K to 7.
Could be.
Like it's too wide, man.
It could be like both things are happening, but I truly feel like it's boosted so much in the lows that it's taking away from the highs.
No, even Hogan's part didn't sound like just didn't sound like he did layers. It sounded like he had a single layer with auto tune on it. But him and Hogan still had the same issue with their vocals.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, they sounded the same.
Yeah, they sounded the same.
Yep.
Which is, I mean, I guess good in mixing.
Yeah, and that's what led me to believe that it's an environmental issue. So that way it might be a good mix in his room.
Yeah.
But then now that we're listening to it somewhere else, the problems of mixing in that environment are what's translating as an issue.
He probably got his speakers backwards. he's getting reflected, you know.
Oh, so backwards Brody.
Well, you know how some people, they see studios and then they flip their speakers sideways.
Yeah.
So maybe
Brody, if your speakers are sideways, put them upright.
Yeah. You know, speakers have to be specifically designed to be sideways. So
backwards speakers.
He's mixing the reflection of the speaker.
Secretly, he's a genius because he figured out how to get rid of his first order reflection against the wall, and that's just to turn his speakers around.
Yeah, so that's my review. Turn your speakers the correct way.
The absurdity of it.
I couldn't imagine.
He's not coming down to shave off anybody's eyebrows. He's just straight coming down to murder us now.
What would a mix sound like if you mixed it with the speakers backwards?
It would. Oh God.
That has to be.
You wouldn't have as much high end as you normally do. So you would have a massive
no
high end boost, and it would feel like it has no low end. That would depend on how close to the wall it is, I guess. But yeah, you would be lacking. You would have the inverse. I am safe. You would have like an inverse smiley. No, you would have a very heavy smiley face curve.
So Alex, can you explain to them about, when people see speakers sideways, so they just turn their sideways, how speakers need to actually be designed? This is a real thing.
This is not actually ragging on Brody's. This is a real thing.
This is a real thing.
To help you guys, and this is an important thing, follow the direction of the badge. And don't do it any other way, because, like you said, if they are sideways and they're meant to be that way, then good. Then there's time delay. But it's time delay. If you have two speakers, a tweeter and a mid, that are like this, and you turn them sideways, you're creating whatever distance. You're creating time delay. You're creating two sources of sound, and at that crossover point, you're going to have comb filtering. So, if you can't hear it, keep training your ears, because I've definitely gone to studios where somebody's had speakers sideways and had the engineer get super pissed off when I went back there and put them upright, and I was like, bro, I can hear how bad this sounds. He's like, well, I can, and they look great. And I'm like, no, that's not how they're built.
Yeah. You will actually go to a major studio and their speakers will be sideways, and you're like, yo, those aren't meant to be that way. But a lot of people do it because they're like, well, I seen it like this in a picture.
In the picture.
And it's like,
you want to know how far in a picture goes? Like, you guys know the Yamaha NS10s, the famous ones. They're like this long, the rectangular. They got a white cone on them. You see them in a lot of like older studio pictures. Those speakers are shit. The speakers are not good speakers, but because somebody used them, they had great big, real nice speakers, and then they were like, oh, well, hear how it sounds on a little speaker, and they flipped it over and mixed with the left side of my head, put on my nose, and the right side. Dude, Brody living in the future. But yeah, like NS10s got super popular. Auratones got super popular because they just were in all of these major studios, and people were like, oh, they're in this studio, I have to have them. They weren't what they were mixing on. They were mixing on super nice big speakers, but then checking their mix on little ones. And I've seen people give up really nice speakers to get a pair of NS10s. I was like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Mm-hmm. We recently worked with some people that sought out some NS10s, and I was like, why? Audio coming from the nostril is optimal.
You got the interface and the keypad upside. I don't know. All y'all have to do is take a picture of this setup, and it would probably go viral.
Dude, you would break the internet if you
have
set
your
up
monitors
your setup.
turned back.
Yeah, if you set new wave mixing. Somebody needs to. Somebody in our chat needs to do that
and write a long article
about
that,
why
like,
it's the best.
Yeah, about like frequency cancellation and all.
It allows the
and do it'd be like Ohm's law. A certain amount of electrical
impedance is justified.
And my wall is made out of styrofoam, which creates it absorbs the particular frequencies that don't do reflections. So instead of me actually soundproofing my room, I can turn my speakers around, and mathematically with this logarithmic formula, I get 800 hertz.
You see, it's actually next level. I think that or
blows up on TikTok,
or just put the speakers backward and then just be like next level, and that's it. That's the only comment. Brody raps in reverse, so he's got to flip it. Brody, I think somehow the chat has just designated your new branding.
They call it mirror mixing. The mirror mix technique.
Yeah. Dude, I've been on TikTok and seen so much bad production advice that I think that if you did this, it would seriously blow up, because it's almost getting to a point where the bad is like, it's like satire of itself. It's so bad.
You have to just reference words and phrases people have heard before.
Yeah, that's it.
And then people would be like, "No, I think I've heard this before. I'm gonna try this."
Yeah.
Then the real people would be like, "No."
Yes.
And then arguments.
Indirect environmental mixing. Yes.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the sad thing, is like we're here to educate, and we're up against fucking TikTok people that are like, take the SM57 and stick it right in the sound hole of the guitar, and I will get on there and be like, fuck you, no, and they're like, why you fighting me, bro?
Oh, okay. Did we review a song? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Indirect environmental mixing.
The new wave. Mirror mixing.
Mirror mixing. Dude, Brody, you will be famous.
Write a whole book on it too.
Do it like this bullshit that's like, oh, I heard it for like I get on TikTok and it's all these people that it's a very obviously set up situation, and they're like pretending to be very all about it, and I'm like, I know you're not about this in real life. You're just making a fucking thing for TikTok. Bone crusher for Halloween. Yeah,
I am not that fat.
What's up, Marcus?
The Bliss, you missed a lot, man. Brody Zen records with his monitors backwards. We found that out.
We figured it out. We cracked the code.
So and now only his microphone back. He does mirror mixing.
Now we're jealous.
And recording.
What do we think of this? I thought it was good. I thought the last 2 songs were good. I thought that they showed a lot of potential. I think they just need to be cleaned up. That's my review for both of them.
Yeah, the song was cool. I just, being me.
Really want to see this backwards monitors.
His microphone was backwards, man. I swear.
Indirect environmental mixing.
If you guys want to judge, he did send videos of his EQ. He sent videos of his vocals going through like a RTA.
Oh, yeah?
And the frequencies that were missing is very similar to if a microphone was backwards.
Super sus.
So similar that I'm pretty sure. And it's okay if you... I did it when I first started recording because the microphone did not have it didn't have a gimbal on it.
Conversation. It's like, it's okay. We've all done it. We've all done it.
It's okay. Have I ever had my monitors backwards? No.
But you should, because this is new wave.
Yeah.
This is the new bullshit.
I have turned them sideways.
Yes.
Before when I was like 16.
I have too.
Because I was like, I saw this in a magazine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of people. I know another person who recorded entire songs with their microphone backwards. We were young, and this is before YouTube,
Yeah. Brody's done.
All right.
Oh, who else we got?
He must have had the the little filter sleeve that goes on microphones. He probably had that on there too.
He had like 2 sound filter wind pop filters.
Yeah.
He had like 2 of them smushed onto each other.
Yeah, like Space just says he knows a guy who streamed with his microphone backwards.
My thing is going on Twitch and just being like, is their mic set up right? Is their mic? I want to find the person who's doing like a side address mic like this, and then they're talking down on it. I just want to find the one person. So
I've seen people with like 57, SM7Bs
like this.
Yeah.
This is
exactly.
I swear to God, this is how Brody mics.
This is exactly how Brody's Zen's mic sounded. So the way a SM58 is set up, this is technically talking into the back of it. So this is Brody Zen recorded a song that sounded just like this. It was like just exactly what his song sound like.
This is called off-axis miking.
You do that, and then you flip the phase. So
I want the whole fucking setup to be backwards. I want the rack gear to be upside down.
All right, who we got? We got Luz, Hogan, Flock Gotti, and then
we're doing Luz's second song.
Yeah, Luz's second song. So Luz will be next. So let's do Luz. Is Flock Gotti here? If Flock Gotti isn't here, we'll end it off with Lil Hogan.
Okay.
I sent the wrong song before, so I'm resending it again. But these songs are 2 ideas that I want to put together. I made the beat for the first song. I need the feedback on the mix and the melody of the song. Hope y'all enjoy. All right, chat. So mix and melody of the song. Feedback. Let's go.
It's hard for me to let you in, 'cause it's so hard for me to just pretend that she was never in my life like this, yeah. 'Cause girl, we both know at the end we've been here before, yeah. And no, we can't move on, stuck inside your heart. No, there's inside my head. something you could change?
Okay. First of all, I think it should be two separate songs. I don't think you should figure out a way to even force these to fit just because they're so different. It's not like the beat flipped. The second beat is a completely
different song,
completely different feel, beat, vibe, everything. So first of all, that's what I would say, Alex.
I'm seeing the two things that I think that we keep coming back to is like The Weeknd, and like he can hit on Michael Jackson. And I think for the first time that second half, he managed to merge the two of them right down the middle. And I heard if The Weeknd was trying to be Michael, and I feel like now he's starting to find something that could be his. It's like, oh, it's like The Weeknd, but it's the guy that sounds like Michael.
Okay.
And so I think we're starting to see him define himself and not necessarily be The Weeknd.
Yeah, and that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So that's what I got out of that. I did like the second one. Like I feel like the first part like marinated you, and then the second part just like switch it up completely.
Yeah, but I don't think they should be within the same track.
It should just be like two mastered songs,
yeah,
bang bang.
Two completely separate songs, because the second one sounded like it was going to be a really good song.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is good too. It's chill.
Mm-hmm.
Serenade you and stuff like that. I like the panning that was going on. With the snares.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost feel like, and I don't know, this is super broad to say, but I almost feel like the instruments need to go more 80s, more rolling.
I
kind
could
of
hear that
sound.
I mean, when I was thinking Michael, I was thinking like Michael has that hi psychomotion hi.
Okay. He says he doesn't mean they both going to be on the track. Okay. Two different songs.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Okay. But it made me think of, we were listening to, a couple weeks ago you put on one of the other Jacksons, one of the female Jacksons.
Jafar. Oh, Janet?
Janet, and she had that snare that was and it was like the most, and I was like, I swear to God, that's the same snare that's in Dangerous. And I felt like that snare would fit on this song, like that very just yeah, and it's like it's such a fucking snare sound, but it's almost as memorable as like his voice, because I could hear it in the two different songs. So I think that I think going more of that 80s like whip, like nonlinear reverb post sound, you could have something there for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. The thing about the first song is that the beat was so unique that it didn't need the 80s instruments, in my full opinion. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think it would need to, just because of the sound.
Mm-hmm.
The sound of it felt like it wanted to be 80s.
Yeah.
But that was because of the 80s sounds that were in it. And it's almost like commit.
Right.
Or don't.
Because if you don't, then you fall into The Weeknd. Like if you don't fully commit to that 80s sound, then you're on The Weeknd side. But if you give it more 80s, and I almost like the second half of this, go a little bit more into that Michael.
I'm just oily. I have very oily skin. I am a beautiful creature. If you see me in person, my skin looks amazing.
It glistens.
Yes.
I said my piece. I'm good.
He's talking about Space J.
Yeah.
But I think that's why it's the start of something new, because it's commit or not. He's the third path in the middle. You know.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Space J. We're on the same we're exactly there. Like if he goes too far toward The Weeknd, people are going to say The Weeknd. If he goes too far towards Michael, but that second half, I feel like he split the difference right down the middle. And if he could just iron that sound out, and he would become the new sound entity. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All great views.
Brioche
great
bun
feedback.
texture.
Just people trying to get back at me because of
everything being backwards.
Y'all record with y'all stuff backwards.
So while I was sitting there listening to it, I was thinking, if you took a like an MTM speaker, like a woofer tweeter woofer, which has what's called beaming, not lobing, which is what a TM. I'm gonna hit you guys with some nerd shit. A TM, which is what most of you guys have, tweeter mid, right? Tweeter mid. It creates a thing called lobing, which means that from straight out, you get the full frequency response, and also down like 15 degrees, which is why you can put your speakers higher. They still sound good. But with MTM's, tweeter woofer, they have what's called beaming because you get cancellation. So you get this straight shot laser. And that's what I use because I love it. But you could turn that around and point it at a nice reflective wall and get the full beaming effect and then scatter it full wave backwards. And so long as you don't create resonance on that wall, this idea could work.
Well, Alex did a stream. Not about this, but because that was speaker stuff. But we do run a website called Consult Q&A. You can go to that website and actually set that up if you would want to do that. One-on-one, you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you bring your entire setup and record right in front of me, you're going to be like, why does it sound so much better? Because he's going to make sure everything's straight and facing the correct direction.
The first thing we do is like, where's the badge? Yep.
Yeah, he's going to be a, why does everything sound so good?
Tell you what, I'm building a new pair of speakers because nerd. And when I finish my second one, which I'm working on right now, I will test this, what did I call it? Inverted environmental mixing or something like that. I'm going to test this bullshit. You know what I did today? I went up to Valencia and I had built some actual speaker cones, and I tested them for like 3 hours up at the studio today. I'm on some nerd level shit right now. What else do we got? We got Hogan Moore.
Yeah, in Space Jet I can read. And the Green Eggs and Ham said John wins his fight because all the punches slide off his oily body. Yeah, Alex makes speakers.
I legitimately make speakers. I have legitimately given talks for the Audio Engineering Society of Central Florida about speaker making. So it isn't just me mixing and stuff like that.
Well, King Bone is like way behind. Way behind.
You're going live on OnlyFans.
Yeah, he's probably on Facebook watching from like the start. But like he's like so far behind on the stream. Wait. So the speaker thing?
I'm gonna try it out.
You're gonna try mixing with the speaker face on the wall?
I'm gonna do a room measurement to see what it's like towards a flat wall, not like a textured wall.
Not like a corner or anything?
Yeah, not like a corner. But
okay.
I think if you got the speaker far enough away from the walls that didn't create resonance, you could get a full collective sound reflected off, and it would just be like two omnidirectional sound sources. In theory.
What about the absorption of the particular frequencies in the wall?
It'd have to be a really reflective surface.
So glass?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have issues down at the bottom if it gets absorbed. But if it's like, it would be the space behind the wall, whatever resonates from that. Mm-hmm. So if you had a well designed room that got away from that, like a concrete back space, in theory, you wouldn't have any absorption. So you'd have the combination of the tweeter and the woofer combining and then hitting the wall and going back out as a combined sound source, which is ideally exactly what the best speakers in the world are made that way.
I mean, it is interesting.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I wonder what it would sound like.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's us fucking around might actually have some scientific merit to it. Yeah. Right. Ask about it next stream.
All right. So we're going to end this with Hogan Moore sent over a track called Fire Alarm featuring Van Ucci. He says it's mixed. So let's check this out here.
Damn, I went commercial like Geico.
So is this Hogan Moore's mixing as opposed to Brody Zen's mixing? Baby, why won't Hogan Moore help him out?
And that leads me to the environmental thing. Because if they're in the room, then it sounds good. So it could be that his room doesn't, like, Brody, it might be that your room might need some bass traps.
I thought they lived together.
Brody, your room might need some bass traps.
No. Brody said microphone and speakers
when you got
are backwards.
When you guys swap mixes, do you notice like mixing issues in between your two environments in the same place?
You didn't mix this up with damn beats, Phil. All right, let's listen to it.
Okay, all right.
And I live in an apartment. Okay, but do y'all live together?
Yeah.
Go record in the living room.
There you go.
Block on my life, she a dirty air ho-ho. 15% of my shot hitting dodo. And we fly the plane like a bird like dodo.
This beat is so loud.
And I'm white like some mayo. Fucking on your bitch in the back, I'm a player. Yeah, ballin' like the NBA Lakers. Yeah, I see your bitch in the club, then I take her. Yeah, I smoke some weed, bitch, I'm not from Jamaica. Yeah, I just faded with the mother, meet your maker. Yeah, I just got 4 grand stacked like cakes. Yeah, ask me how I do it, bitch, it's really all it takes. Yeah, we step up in the club, we get to spraying like some mace. Yeah, they thought he wanna fuck, and my dick all in her face. Pull up on that bitch, do that shit off. Fuck around before you gonna end up in a coffin. Smooth like some cream. Got me dipping dot and cream out of bagel. I got that bitch cheesing. She eat my meat, but shawty said that she a vegan. Love my cup, that shit got me and I'm leaning.
Can we mix the beat at all? Like, it's literally turning into white noise the more instruments get added. Like they just threw every fader at plus 15.
I want like harmonic 808s. So it's just bom
Next they're gonna add like a
that's what I want.
And it's literally just gonna end up being
full range pink noise. Oh, solid.
Me the Eddie, that shit got me and I'm itching. Drop me the Eddie, my Glock gonna be his kicking. Hop in the rover, the lanes I be switching. Pull up on Johnny Anson, now I am tripping. Call me the wolf on the street, I be pimping. I hop in the Honda with Chris, I be shifting. I go Gucci, pass me the rock, then we score like Jordan Pippen. And I'm sipping on the walk, out the cup, I be sipping. I fuck that bitch up in the hotel, so I call the London tip. And go to MT State College, you know that we learn it. I just turned 21, but I'm sipping on no burger. And we smoking steak and cheese, man, the bag looking curdle. I stay with you straps, bitch, I feel like Steve Irwin. I'm with the kids like I'm Barney, bitch, you know that we perk. I'm with my bitch, twisted nickel, I get her bump on knuckle. I just slow down the flow, turtle, that bitch, then my dick disappear, she said it didn't hurt her.
Oh my God.
Talk about ear fatigue. Talk about ear fatigue. Holy damn. Nate, shouts out to Nate who joined us late.
Jordan, hold on 1 sec. I'm gonna look that up for you.
Yeah, he's gonna look that up. You know,
I'm gonna look up the Michael Jackson snare because it's the same, and I listen to the shit out of Dangerous. So
I forgot what Janet Jackson song it was.
yeah, I forgot too.
I don't know if it was Doesn't Really Matter. Was it Doesn't Really Matter what it is? Or was it Busta Rhymes and Janet Jackson? Here we go. One time.
No.
How you feel? Baby, come on. Hogan, please mix the beat. Why didn't you mix the beat? Did you make the beat? Why is the beat so annoying? Meow, 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 meow. Literally what that beat sound like, what the song sounds like.
And then
no, mix the beat. John feeling away now, but he know he's gonna be twerking them neat. Oh my God, definitely not. It's a beat pill.
God, that fucking snare.
What
dangerous.
Janet Jackson song was that in? It's not That's the Way.
I can't.
I can't
just threw
think.
it on. You just like this,
Yeah.
and then you threw it on, and I cannot remember it. But that's literally the title track off of Dangerous by Michael Jackson. So check that out.
Did you really mix this on a Beats pill? I mean,
I mean, if you did, mono stereo is a thing, and you're mixing in like a heavy mono environment. So So your vocals are like way down. Beats Bill Mini.
It just gets worse and worse. Look up Certified Trapper real quick. He's the next new rapper.
Yeah, no worries.
With a name like that, he sounds terrible.
I'm probably gonna listen to this album when I get home. I forgot how good it is.
All right. Oh wow. This track is called Only One.
All right, guys. If you've been injured,
All right, guys. All right, guys. I am about to lie to you in this car. Okay, who is it?
On the subway.
Beats
Bill Mini on the
ain't the
subway.
only one. This bitch gon' ride on my dick. She ain't the only one. Got hitters on standby, nigga. I ain't the only one. Yo, Glock got a switch. It ain't the only one. The east, all the opposites, the beat. It ain't the only one. This bitch gon' ride.
Brody's in. Please do that.
This has to be meme stuff because he's like in front of a green screen.
Spin back one more time,
With the shadow and everything.
Track when we pull up with the switches. Some real fight. I might pull up with some bitch. Yeah, bitch, I got the smack. I hate y'all ass twitch. I let our shit fly. Cars deep in the gas station. Don't schmag. Eat your for the man, nigga. I be
What?
I
I mean, I can see because I can see people being like, "Yo, like he's different and he's weird." Oh my god, like being a meme then turning into like a joke that becomes reality. Like, I can see that. Like he's not sliding. His quality's terrible. Nothing about it is good. It's just it looks like a joke. So
yeah, he became himself.
yeah, I mean. It looks like his meme rap.
Get the Amazon, like the mini cubes, the ones that are like an inch and a half by an inch and a half, and you can Bluetooth them stereo left and right. Mix on those. You guys should be mixed on those.
I'm gonna mix a beat on a shower suction speaker. All Night Fights his best one. I'm okay. I'm good on him for now. Maybe like later on something will hit with him, but you know, I could see some label trying to take advantage of him if he gets like 1 million plays, like they're gonna hit him with some deal, and because memes are memes, they go in waves. So
yeah, so he'll be gone in like 2 months.
Yeah, unless he's smart. Unless he's
Skull
smart
candy
with it.
earbuds. There you go.
Unless he's smart with it. If he's smart with a meme and his wave comes. And he actually has a boat.
Yeah.
He has a boat and he can stay afloat stay afloat.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, what song do I want to get out of here too?
Mix a beat on the Soulja Boy shoes.
Let's play a chill version of Sticky and then get up out of here. Man.
All right.
Make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe button, and all of that good stuff if you haven't done that already.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We appreciate it. It was pretty good songs tonight. A lot of learning tonight, and who knows? Maybe I'll have tried our inverted environmental mixing technique by next week, and I'll have some statistics to show you guys about it.
That would be like mixing from front of house stage monitors.
Basically, yeah.
At least, but you're closer.
Yeah. That's exactly it. So take all of the arrays, turn them around, point them into the stage, and then mix the band that's playing.
Oh, my God.
I'm so excited. I got to finish building that other speaker, though.
All right, so this track is by the man named Maurice. It's a sticky flip. We're going to get up out of here. Thank you guys for submitting. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for the laughs and all of the good stuff. We'll catch you guys next week. Make sure you join us in the Discord. People are talking in there. I am reading it. I haven't wrote back to anything, but I am reading it. I'm always reading it.
I may or may not hang out.
I just don't be having anything. Y'all don't ask me anything. Y'all don't really talk to me, so it's cool. But I read. I'm in there. So you can join us there. Yeah, we got a couple other we got, keep it locked on the Twitch and stuff like that. We got some other special streams coming up. We're definitely going to do a special stream this month because my birthday is this month.
My birthday is this month, too.
Yeah.
And Kim's birthday is this month,
so
too.
all of our birthdays are this month, but for mine, I don't know, I haven't decided what day yet, but we're going to do something where we sit there and we watch music videos and we just have a good time.
Okay.
watching music videos, eating food, hanging out.
We
and
have the Kim A ASMR food stream.
I don't know about all that. Nobody smacking into the. Nah, but we gonna figure that out, and you know it's pretty much gonna be like y'all can party with us. So
yeah.
But all right, we're gonna get out of here. This track is Maurice Sticky. It's fire. I like it because it's a different take on Sticky. So
all right, everybody have a good night.
All right, team.
Homer hanging on my neck. The bracelet matches a set. My brother name is Tina Dollar. Stop all that back and forth over the net. My mama wish I would've went corporate. She wish I would've went exec. I still turn to a CEO, so the lifestyle she respect. Hey, 2 sprints to Quebec. Cherie ou et mon bec. They only giving niggas +1, so I never pull up to the Met. You know I gotta bring the set. You know I gotta bring the G block. You know I gotta bring the D block. Cause you know how sticky it get. Hey. 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 She want me to play with that cat. Hey. She love how I'm making her wet. Hey. You know how sticky it get. Hey. Hey yo, Eric, bring them girls to the stage. Cause somebody's getting paid. And free big slime out the cage. Shorty tried to play it cool, but now she wish she would've stayed. Cause every song that I made is ringing like I got engaged. All my guys I wouldn't trade. From the cradle to the grave. Hey, Gordo got me on a wave. And got me on a wave. Couple hits, now you brave. Wait, you niggas better behave. All that pumping up your chest. All that talk about the best. You know how sticky it. Yeah. If I'm with 2 of them, then it's a threesome. If she alone, you know she a freak one. If it's an escort, it's a police one. King of the hill, you know it's a steep one. If we together, you know it's a brief one. Back in the ocean, you go, it's a deep one. Forgave niggas and they feelings. Lucky for y'all, we don't do civilians. You say I changed, I say that I million. I did. The toughest actor follows back on tour. Off-road, Maybach, Pyrex, Trap, Virgil came back through the boy. Damn. That's something to me, niggas really had they back turned to me. I ain't talking my assistant when I say niggas down to pack something for me. Then they thought they had a trap set for me. How you really think that went for me? Niggas gotta do a fact check for me. When everything is put to rest, and everybody takes a breath, and everything gets addressed, it's you alone with your regrets. All that pumping up your chest, all that talk about the best, you know how sticky it gets.